All right, thank you very much. On behalf of IAGLR's Board of Directors, I welcome everyone to the University of Toronto at Scarborough. First, before I get started, I would like to thank George and Matthew and their team of local organizers for all of their hard work and dedication in putting this week's conference together. Second, I would like to thank all of you for coming here this week and discussing and sharing your research. I think there's never been a more critical time to communicate our work and to really showcase the role that science can play in protecting these amazing Great Lake ecosystems that we all care about so much. So this morning, let me just get my slide up here. This morning, I have the pleasure of presenting one of our association's most prestigious awards. The Lifetime Achievement Award recognizes scientists whose body of work has made a substantial contribution to Great Lakes research. And this is recognizing both the impact and the creativity of their work. The recipient of this year's award is Dr. William Taylor. Dr. Taylor is recognized as a global leader in understanding phosphorus nutrient dynamics and cycling. Several of his papers are considered limnological classics, including his sort of well-known paper on the nearshore phosphorus shunt hypothesis. In addition to working in the Laurentian Great Lakes and on its tributaries, he has also worked in the African Great Lakes and on lakes in China. He held a Canada Tier 1 Research Chair and was awarded our journal's Chandler-Meisner Award for one of his research papers. In addition to his contribution to Great Lakes research, he has also served the association as a past board member and chair of our Publications and Awards Committee. And he is also currently serving as an associate editor of our journal dating back to 2012. Today I have the great pleasure of recognizing Dr. Taylor for his contribution and presenting him with this year's Lifetime Achievement Award. Thank you.
So I understand I get a couple of minutes to say something, so I'm going to do that. I'll take that opportunity. First of all, I'd like to thank IAGLR and its awards committee for this honor, and the colleagues who took the time and likely had to perjure themselves a little bit to make the nomination successful. It's certainly humbling to receive it. I've been part of this research community for long enough, and I know enough of you to realize that there are many other people who are deserving of this award and a good number that are probably more deserving. But getting the award has caused me to think about how important IAGLR has been to my career, and especially its annual conference and its journal, and its importance to the whole Great Lakes research enterprise. Lake researchers share a common or Great Lakes researchers share a common passion for large lakes, and as a result they pull together and cooperate with little regard to nationality, province, state, or institution. We all share common goals that are much more important. And the spirit born of a common concern for large lakes permeates IAGLR and makes it the uniquely collegial, constructive, and multidisciplinary scientific society that it is, and I hope we never take it for granted and continue to give it support whenever we can. I started working on the Great Lakes about 40 years ago, and I've seen a whole succession of issues, water levels, pathogens, eutrophication, toxic chemicals, unwanted changes in the flora and fauna, And it's becoming increasingly obvious that the challenges that we face in protecting these Great Lakes and the ecosystems services that they provide are increasingly not to do with the lakes, but they're to do with the whole lake basin and things, the human activities that go on in those basins. And increasingly, I think we can all appreciate that the threats are increasingly global. And to tackle those issues, we're going to require teams of researchers with diverse skills, but with common goals. This particular meeting, I think, is noteworthy because Henry Regier was recognized with this award in 2005, and Henry is particularly remembered for encouraging us to think about the big picture and what he called the ecosystem approach to Great Lakes issues. And if you've looked through the program, some of you may have been at the session this morning, we're continuing to try and follow in his footsteps. But there's still a long way to go, in my view, to integrate the management of water quantity, water quality, along with agriculture and fisheries and the other uses that we put the basins to and the lakes to. We're still stuck to a large measure in the silos that separate those disciplines. And as a result, we come up with solutions that are incomplete and in many cases quite inadequate to the challenges. So to me, the memory and the challenge that Henry Regier put to us is still important to keep in mind. It's more urgent than ever, I think. So just to close in, enjoy the meeting and remember what Henry Regier admonished us to do. Thank you.